My name is Riku Shinohara, and I'm 26 years old. I work in the sales department of a food company. I've been dating my girlfriend Saori for 2 years. On our days off, we tend to relax in my apartment.
Your room is full of books. I love books, which is what I really like about your room.
That's good.
I wonder what I should read next. Oh, is that a photo? Hey, Riku, is this your younger brother you've told me a little about?
Yeah, it's from his coming-of-age ceremony. I wonder what it's doing here.
Show me, I want to see.
Nope, I don't like this photo.
Oh, do you not get along with your brother or something?
Yeah, he might be good-looking, but he's a horrible person. So you're better off not interacting with him.
Oh, okay.
My younger brother is very good-looking, but he has a terrible personality, and we've never gotten along since we were little. He also hates me. Which is why, when I started university, I moved out and began living by myself. After I began working, I moved into an apartment block in the same area, and I've been living here alone. I live about 20 minutes away from my parents' house. If I wanted to, I could go home very easily, but I made it a point to never go home when my brother is home. I got along fine with my parents, but I couldn't imagine ever getting along well with my brother. But ever since, Saori would keep bringing up my brother in conversation.
Why don't we invite your brother out next time? I promise I'll help you two get along.
Saori, I've told you this before. I can't just suddenly start getting along with Sora. It's not that simple. And plus, I see no need to either.
But
Saori seemed to think there was a way for me and Sora to get along, but I didn't want to have anything to do with him. Which is why, as grateful as I was towards Saori for caring about my relationship with my brother, I told her to not bring it up anymore. After a month or so, she finally stopped talking about it. It's been a couple of weeks since Saori has brought up my brother, but I still have a bad feeling about it. Ever since she saw that photo, she keeps wanting to get to the bottom of it. Or maybe she's gotten interested in him because he's good looking. I don't think she'd do that.
Shinohara-san, we're going to have to leave to do sales calls soon.
Fujimoto-san! Sorry, I was in the clouds. Let's go.
Yes.
This is Fujimoto-san. She's the same age as me and joined about 6 months ago as a mid-career hire. I was her supervisor, and the two of us often went out on sales calls together.
Are you getting tired of looking after me, boss?
Oh no, nothing of the sort. Sorry to worry you. I really appreciate you reminding me about this.
Oh no, you're the one who's always helping me.
What kind of supervisor am I? I need to set a good example. The hell?
What's wrong, Shinohara-san?
Just give me a second. Saori! Sora!
Riku!
Hey, bro. Fancy meeting you here. Why are you with him? I saw you guys walking with locked arms. What's going on?
That's,
It's a bit of a hassle to explain. Just explain it! Remember that time when you came on a work trip a few weeks ago? Well, Saori came round to your apartment, and I also just happened to be there, and that's how we met. What? And then we just kind of got to know each other better. I understand how Saori would come round to my apartment because I gave her a spare key, but why would you also be there? How did you get in? You left a spare key with Mom, remember? I borrowed it. You borrowed it? Look, I've explained myself already. Can you leave us alone now? We're on a date. Saori? What's going on?
I'm sorry. Ever since I saw that photo of him, I couldn't stop thinking about him. And now, I think I like him.
Fine. Then give me back the key to my apartment.
I'm sorry. Are you okay? That seemed quite intense.
My girlfriend was cheating on me with my brother. I'm sorry. This really is not the right time. Let's go.
Okay.
After that, I tried not to think about Sora or Saori and get on with work. To be honest, my performance was all over the place, but thanks to Saori, we managed to get through it. As soon as I got home, I contacted my landlord and had him change the keys to my door. He told me it would cost 50,000 yen, but I didn't care. Hi, Mom. Sorry to call you out of the blue. Is this a good time to talk?
Yes, of course. What is it?
Sora says he borrowed your key to my apartment and came here. Do you know anything about this?
What? You just told me not to give it to him, so I haven't. Maybe he just took it anyway. I'm sorry, Riku, I didn't realize.
No, don't worry about it. I didn't mean to accuse you. Sora just doesn't have any common sense.
Is everything okay? Did he take anything?
Well, apparently, he came a few weeks ago, and I didn't even notice. But it seems like he took my watch, shoes, and 500 yen piggy bank.
Oh, I'll tell your father immediately. Did he take your checkbook?
I don't have a checkbook, and all my cards were with me, so that was about it. Oh, but he did take my girlfriend. I'm planning on changing the key to the apartment, and I won't be leaving one at home anymore, so if you want to visit, you'll have to contact me first. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry for not keeping a closer eye on Sora.
It's not your fault. After that, Saori contacted me, and we agreed to meet. Apparently, everything Sora had told me was true, and ever since he bumped into her in my apartment, they'd been having an affair behind my back. The reason why she stopped telling me to get along with my brother more was because she started dating him. I still can't believe she fell for someone who'd broken into my apartment. The fact that you like him has made me completely lose interest in you. I think we should break up.
There's something I would like to tell you.
What is it?
Your brother isn't as bad of a guy as you think, you know? He's just easily misunderstood. But he's also super kind, and I just don't understand why you'd hate him so much.
This is the last time I'm warning you, but you're being tricked. If you don't want to be with me, that's fine. But I think you should break it off with him. He's unemployed.
That's enough! I can't believe you're so cold-hearted. I'm going to make him happy.
Okay then. Who knows what lies Sora has been feeding her, but somehow, he's gotten her to believe that I'm the bad brother and he's the victim. I didn't push the matter any further and agreed to break up with her. There was no use dragging it out any longer. She wasn't going to believe me no matter what I said to her. A few days later, my dad brought me the stuff Sora had stolen from my apartment. I managed to get your shoes and watch, but I have no idea whether you're missing any 500 yen coins. If you are, let me know, and I'll make up the difference. Don't worry. It's not as if I was keeping track anyway. At least I got my watch and shoes back. Thanks. And you changed the lock to your apartment, right? How much did that cost? It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm really sorry about this. He said he was going to work instead of going to university, but he quit his job and has been unemployed ever since. He refuses to listen to a single thing I say, and on top of that, he uses all the money in the house. I tried putting the money away in a safe, but then he broke into your apartment. I'm at my wit's end with him, so I've legally disowned him. What? Really? Yes. So if you ever see him, you can treat him like a stranger. Okay. That probably means he's living with Saori now. Ever since finding out about Saori's betrayal, I've been depressed. I did my best to not let it show at work. But Fujimoto-san has been super nice to me. To be honest, she's helped me out a lot during this time.
It's better that you found out what kind of woman your ex-girlfriend was before you married her. If all of this had unfolded after the two of you had gotten married, it would have been a lot more bothersome.
Yeah, you're right.
Still, Seems like your brother has no sense of guilt over what he did, and your ex still doesn't realize what kind of guy he is. If they're living together now, I would have thought she might have reached out to you by now asking for help.
To be honest, I haven't heard anything from them. Who knows? Maybe she's capable of making a good man out of him, like she said. Seems a bit ironic though, given how we as a family couldn't do anything to change him.
Yes, that would be very strange. Just thinking about it makes me feel weird. Oh, no. I meant to be cheering you up, and instead I'm depressing myself.
You're always cheering me up, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, but it's not enough. I want you to be happier.
Huh?
I'm a mid-career hire, right? Maybe because of that, other people have found it difficult to work with me, and I've been struggling to get along with my other colleagues. But you've always helped me whenever I've had any problems. And whenever I got told off by my boss, you'd always give me words of encouragement. That's why whenever I'm with you, I'm far more relaxed. And thanks to that, I've also been able to get along quite well with my other colleagues recently. That's why I'm so grateful towards you. Whenever I see you're sad, it upsets me also. That's why I want to help you any way I can. So promise me you'll come to me when you need help, okay?
Thank you, Fujimoto-san. After that, Fujimoto-san continued to try to cheer me up by inviting me out for dinner and drinks. Spending time with Fujimoto-san healed my soul and made me feel more positive. 6 months after I'd broken up with my ex, I was spending my weekends with Fujimoto-san.
All the shops are getting ready for Christmas, even though Christmas is still 6 months ahead.
Do you have any plans for Christmas?
Not really. My parents are too far to visit and I don't have any friends, so I intend to just eat a cake by myself.
I see. Well, how about...
Riku, is that you?
Huh?
Riku, why didn't you tell me that Sora was unemployed?
What?
Since he got kicked out of his house, he's rolled into mine and spends every day playing pachinko. He tells me that he quit working after graduating high school and hasn't worked since.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. My brother's the kind of guy who doesn't work and spends all day at the pachinko. A lowlife who doesn't hesitate to steal from his own family. Oh, my father already disowned him, so he's not my brother anymore.
Why didn't you tell me all about this sooner?
I told you he's tricking you, and you're the one who refused to listen to me.
No way. Excuse me for saying this, but I don't see why you should be getting mad at Shinohara-san. If you have a problem with your boyfriend, you should take it up with him. Who are you? I'm his colleague, and I'm aware of the situation. Your boyfriend is the kind of person who doesn't mind making Shinohara-san's life miserable. So instead of complaining to Shinohara-san, how about you take responsibility and make him happy, or just give up and break up with him? Yeah. I'm going to help Sora change and become an amazing person, so you better not come crying to him later on asking him to forgive you. Dumbass.
I'm sorry about that, Fujimoto-san. What a horrible thing to have to witness.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, what were you about to say just now?
Oh yeah, I was wondering whether or not you'd like to go somewhere with me for Christmas this year.
Can I take that as a date?
Yes, it's a date.
I'm looking forward to it.
The following month, Fujimoto-san and I went on a Christmas date and decided to start seeing each other exclusively. A few months later, according to a story I heard from our mutual friend, Saori ended up in a lot of debt and apparently had debt collectors come to her workplace, so she quit her job. Even so, she seems to still be dating Sora and has gotten sucked into his dark and depressing world. My parents have always raised us in exactly the same way, which leads me to conclude that some people are just beyond hope. In some ways, Sora's just living a life honest to his own desires, and in that way, he's happy. Which is why I think it's important to choose carefully the person you're with. It's not enough for one person to be happy. I want to be with someone with whom we can both be happy together.
I think so too.
It's important to be with someone who feels the same way. I want to live life valuing people who in turn value me.
Don't we often hear stories like this of two people brought in exactly the same way but who turn out so differently? The personalities and traits we're born with are very important. Let's look after the people who value us. I think that's a wonderful thing. That's it for today. Bye!
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.